Just all over that thing, sends it back.
Casual
juice going for these cards.
Triple block for the Cardinals as Rogers levels one out of bounds.
Both these teams really good from service line, both handle it really well. So look for these guys. You're going to see a lot of really tough serves in the court. You're going to see a few misses, but when you talk about serve and pass games, it's going to be a fun one to watch if you enjoy that.
Machado for Lewis, off to fingertips and rolls one home. Ryan Lewis with a couple of kills early on 3 swings.
Interested to see this matchup between Lewis and Tripp here. Tripp was up front. Lewis has got him a couple times here. Tripp got a stuff on him earlier. I like it. They've done a nice job going back and forth so far. So it'll be a good matchup. They'll keep watching.
Bryce Wetjen with the kill off the tool.
Nice job there by Wetjen. First good swing he's had that overpass kill. But look for them to do a really nice job in serve and pass game. And I think, you know, if they do that well, they pressure a lot of teams because their offense is so balanced and they have big arms. But McKendree, if they can keep their service pressure up, and they can really get you off the net in a hurry. So that's why I think this is just going to be a great battle in those two areas.
Onto the outside, Wetjen sprays it out. Ryan Lewis has been pretty active so far today. 2 kills and a service ace midway through this first set. Quick set attempted over Lively. A mistimed pass and jump.
Yeah, I know you see Flater trying to get something going off the net. Lewis has been bringing some smoke there from the service line, and I mean, McKendree's been doing a nice job. Not uncommon to see in the men's game. Those guys play it pretty easy from 10 feet off the net, but tough angle to set that gap set. Just a little misconnection there.
Tripp finds space. 3 kills, 6 attacks. Tyler, strong offensive charge for the Bearcats.
Yeah, great shot there, finding some space. I mean, in line with that deep corner. Rogers just unable to handle that thing, and you see Tripp get another kill.
Long serve out by Wetjen. It's already the 5th service error from McKendree here in set 1.
Yeah, just a few too many errors from these guys from the service line to take it, but you know, 4 or 5 attacking errors, you know, as well. I think that's hurt them here early on, and not so much getting blocked, but just hitting the ball out of bounds without making Ball State really do much of anything.
Tripp stopped by Scher. Lewis off the front line. McKendree's scrappy defense keeps it alive. Machado for Lewis, who's had a busy first set. Almost claims the point, but
It's easy balls. Whoever's playing that first ball, the front row setter, if they're attacking style setters, they'll put that thing right on the net. And you see Machado go up and rip that thing. Really nice job.
Oh, and now Machado the serve to Savitsky and Lind to convert. Machado's doing it all here in set 1, and there's a timeout for the Bearcats. How about that stretch of volleyball for Lucas Machado?
Yeah, that rally before was incredible, both sides, but Ball State giving McKendree a little bit of the taste of their own medicine. Nice dig on that ball. They run that quick offense, find a way to connect with Machado and Savitsky Lind there, and ball.
There's Tyler Tripp on the serve. Machado to Savitsky Lind. I think there may have been some contact underneath the net there. Pat Rogers is pleading his case, and Coach Mike Iandola is going to challenge it for Ball State.
Yeah, I think Ball State thought Hoskin was under, maybe across that center line. It's hard to tell, kind of right here behind the R1 upstand. The original calls that Ball State was in the net, but
all the sports.
Got a good crew here tonight.
We do.
Good crew.
Very efficient. The set and the strike. It's Roland Lively in the middle. Last 2 matches only took 14 total swings. Lively's been active today, though, with 4 touches.
He had a nice job. Ball State all over that thing. Got 2 up, and it hits it right at Savitsky land, but Lively able to find some space there and give the ball back to McKendree, which they desperately needed here late in this set.
Outside to Rogers, a quick tool of the block and sends it over for a point.
And he's been quiet so far. I think just his first kill. I mean, you tell McKendree Pat Rogers isn't going to get the first kill till 22-15 in that first set. You probably think you're up 22-15.
Yeah.
But you see Ball State's ability to be balanced and score in other ways, but certainly the Cardinals going to want to get Rogers going for the rest of this one.
6 different players have a kill for Ball State. Nobody has more than 2. Ryan Lewis had
hard unless you're rotated in there to dig that ball. So really nice job from Haas, going to get the point for McKendree.
Ryan Lewis dug out. Trip on the back line. Go back to Lewis. But it's a McKendree point. Lewis in the net.
Yeah, Lewis just a little aggressive on that swing. Machado going quick, and Lewis just makes a net error. And McKendree trying to battle back here. They've got the server they want at the line. Too many for these guys, the way that they can play. So yeah, I think they're going to want to clean that up. You know, from the service line, if you're serving aggressively and you take a few, that's okay. But you know, with the errors they're making at the net, I think they're going to want to limit those as a collective, try to play a little cleaner here as we move forward in this match.
Middles are going to work for McKendree. Machado for Rogers. The levitation and strike. Set point.
Good run there. Rogers handles that ball and serve receive, and good rhythm. Running that bick right over the top for the front. Gives Ball State an opportunity here to win the first set.
McKendree off balance, goes to Tripp to try and save this possession. But Ball State can take a 1-0 lead, but this swing for Pat Rogers in this one just outside the line.
Years have grown on.
Machado outside to Ryan Lewis, who was busy in the first set. And truly, it feels like this is just the beginning of what McKendree volleyball is going to be. Long rally to start set 2. Basilio taps it. Machado the set. Patterson rejected. Let's keep this rolling here. The stop from Scherer. Out to Rogers. Still no point on the dive save from Tripp.
Like they do on this side. Just 4 or 5 plays in that rally, and then they find a way to get that good swing off the block and get the point.
4th in the country in digs per set for this McKendree team, and you saw it on full display right there.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at their record, there may be some teams that have more digs per set, but I would venture to say they probably have not had the resume that McKendree has, and to dig that many balls against the type of offenses that they have seen so far this season, they are really, really good.
It's off the video board. McKendree plays it, as it is allowed to play it off the video board when it hits that side. Patterson twirls it in.
Yeah, just kind of unlucky there for McKendree. Get one off the Jumbotron, have to put a free ball over. Good job by Ball State to handle that thing. Patterson finds a little bit of space there. Gets the kill for the Cardinals.
You coach the women's team here at Ball State. You know how to play it off the video board. How tough is it when it hits the side there and tries to roll back down?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to hope that everybody's paying attention, because the chances are your setters are running towards that ball. It's going to be really hard for them to play it. So you hope that somebody else in the backcourt, especially if it hits into the back and rejects back onto your side of the court, that somebody's paying attention, you know, and not just kind of looking at what's happening next. That was a hard one to handle there.
Feels like it's one of those preseason outfield fly balls before the season starts. Just kind of get the lay of the land a little bit with everybody.
Yeah, you know, if I was in here throwing balls off that Jumbotron for no good reason, I think I might have a word with Jeff Mitchell. But we don't have it down normally, but it is something to have to get used to when you're playing.
Tap up front, McKendree the stop, and the swing from Wetjet. Scherer sets it for Ryan Lewis, who has a triple block waiting for him. The Bearcats tie it up.
A nice job there by McKendree. They kind of get that free ball. Feel like Scherer's going to go to the left. Ryan Lewis facing that triple block, and there again, you see that defensive pressure from McKendree. Tyler Tripp getting in there on that triple block and sending it back for McKendree.
Hoskin to serve. Machado out to Rogers, off balance.
Find a way through. Klimek finds a way through there for McKendree and gives them another point.
Basilio the dig, Machado to Patterson. And the stop again from this defense to set up a wet gen strike.
Wet gen with a really nice swing there. Ball State gets a triple set up, but finds some space, high hands, and rips that thing off the block. And McKendree a little bit of momentum here. Had some nice defensive plays that have turned into offensive.
Because of the pieces that they have here on the service error, pulls Ball State back within 2. But she says we know what type of consistency we can get from the offense, and we're slowly starting to get to that zone, which for opposing teams is a pretty scary prospect.
Yeah, and I mean, like we talked about, they really haven't set the middles a ton this season within their offense, but you've seen it here early because they play so fast. They can find some ways to still score, and so I think they're going to try to continue to develop that, and they've done a really nice job. I think uncharacteristically probably for her, in that first set to make that many errors, but they've been cleaner here as they've come out in the second set. So I look for them to settle in, try to continue to find some balance and some rhythm offensively.
And to your point, how they play really finesse, they play defense to offense. Wet gen, too strong here, tied up 6-all.
It's just high, it's tough. It's a good swing. He tries to go low seam on the one before, it gets blocked. Really a good swing there, just misses Will Basilio's hands on that shot. So try to keep getting him going. He's taking some nice swings so far.
The set to Tripp. Off the fingertips of Ball State up front, and the Bearcats pulling away here early in set 2 with the 9-6 advantage.
Yeah, and a really nice shot there. Tripp just kind of a high chop back to that one zone. Rogers kind of pushed over, trying to defend that ball high off the hands into the corner, and Tripp turns one down the line, finds some space there.
Scherer, the diving stop. Basilio, the running touch. To see, nobody has more than 2 kills for the Cardinals as this goes off Machado. The kill from Lively.
Yeah, McKendree's done a nice job in this set of slowing Ball State's offense down. I mean, it feels like they have touched every swing. Every time Ball State's even had a decent matchup, McKendree's found a way to slow it down, and there they handle that first ball and get a good swing from the middle attacker. Basilio,
does it stay in? It does. That's Ball State's second kill on 14 swings here in the second set. That's how good McKendree's defense has been.
It's unbelievable, and really Basilio has to hit a really nice shot. That's a really, really hard shot to hit. Turns that thing down the line, crossbody. It's a great shot, but it feels like Ball State has had to do everything just to find some space here in this second set.
You're talking about a team that's second in the nation in kills per set in Ball State, playing the 4th best. Machado trying to get it going to Rogers out of the back row. Diaz with the stop. Hoskin rejected, it goes back over though. Machado letting it loose for his second kill. Just let the center attack, that must be the name of the game.
Yeah, and a really nice job there by Machado to recognize he had a little bit of space. But I mean, you saw it there. Ball State had 2 good swings, hard, heavy balls, and McKendree just eats it up. It's Tripp on the first one, Diaz on the second one. So Ball State just continue to find ways, but McKendree is just showing out on defense right now, just forcing ball
away. Quick set, Savitsky Lynn slams it down.
Good run there. Kind of a little push set in front of the setter. Right, the most open swing, most open space Ball State's got all set, so got to feel good there for the Cardinals.
Savitsky Lynn unable to get there in time as Hoskin drops a point.
Finding some space. Hoskin usually ultra efficient, but when he finds ways to score, you know, he can hit a high, heavy ball, but you see the mix there. That throw finds some space.
What could have been trouble for Ball State turns into a
finishes it for the Cardinals.
Victor Scherer, kind of the unsung hero through the 7-game win streak for Ball State. Transfer from Quincy. Spent a year at Central State as well, by the 2 years there. Rogers, Machado to Lewis.
McKendree wants, I think you're going to see a challenge here. I think they want Lucas Machado for a back row attack here. He went up.
Ball State challenged in the first set, won that one, and now McKendree challenging here after it looked like they were going to attempt a challenge in the first set, but decided not to, so we're showing the full point here.
Yeah, so it'll probably be after this, I think. So there's, yeah, right here, if Machado touches that, it'll be a McKendree point because he's a back row player currently, so he can't, that ball comes on the plane and he touches it, McKendree touches it, he's a back row attacker, so we'll see here if he contacts this. I don't think he touched it.
I don't think he did. Bearcats point. Sam Hoskin to serve, 10 aces on the year. Machado wants Patterson, it's tapped back. Lewis trying to tie the ball game, and he does.
A nice swing by Lewis off the block there. You can see the energy on both sides, unreal. I mean, these guys are going hard, finding ways to win points, and you're seeing that energy, that emotion come out after each point.
Oh, you've got 6 ranked teams inside the top 20 out of the MIVA this year. 2 of them are here right now as Will Basilio falling backwards finds a way to secure a point.
And Pat Rogers just kind of his bag of tricks from the service line. He has the ability to rip it. He'll mix in some off speed, try to get the ball in front of the passers, and you see 2 overpasses that have resulted in 2 quick kills for the Cardinals, and they've been able to get a 2-point lead in the middle of this second set.
Into the corner, just out.
You see it just wide, that's right off the line. Judge's foot didn't miss by much. It goes kind of 2 off-speed balls and then rips one, so helpful for the Cardinals to be able to get back in front here, but the way McKendree has been playing, it's going to be a great finish here in the second part of the second set.
Well, McKendree was up 12-9 in this set. Ball State has now taken the 16-15 advantage, looking for more, and Will Basilio having himself a strong set 2 with now 5 kills. This is where Ball State every single match has just started to pull away during the 7-game win streak.
Nice little mix there from Basilio. McKendree gives him the line open and a little late to hit it, but just kind of tips it in there and finds the spot.
Patterson, the miss hit. Bryce Wetjen pummels the serve. Rogers the stop. And out to Ryan Lewis, who sends home the strong point.
Lewis been playing volleyball for the better part of only like 4 years. Started playing when he was 16, 17, high school, and he may end up being one of the best right-side attackers in the country for the next few years. So Ball State happy to have him, and McKendree not excited to see him get going here in the second set.
Lewis sets up Machado. Back to Lewis, who's feeling it. This time falls out of bounds. Can see what he was trying to do there, just didn't keep it in.
Yeah, Machado forced that one a little bit, and a little bit of miscommunication there. The 2 back row attackers, Lewis and Rogers, both thinking that ball's going to them, and Lewis probably should have just put that in, tried to cut it down the line. Little miss hit there, but a little miscommunication on that one between setters and attackers.
McKendree trying to find a groove, but Braden Savitsky Lynn whacks it home.
Finds some space there, a little paintbrush. Gonna miss getting it even, but finds a way to score. It's a kill in the scorebook.
Rogers sends it high. Machado does the same. Basilio sends it the other way. The Cardinals just pulling away late. Timeout McKendree to try and regroup. The script has completely changed since midway through this second set. Ball State's now hitting .367 as a team when they were in the negatives earlier in this second set.
Yeah, a couple. So if you can find ways to be balanced, Machado obviously can be offensive when he's up front. So Ball State just doing a good job of staying spread out offensively.
And now trying to do it defensively too. Rogers and Basilio saved it, but what a play from Nate Slater. Pat Rogers.
Rogers with a little two-handed dunk there. Again, a little bit of room down the line, much like Basilio did earlier, just finding some space right behind that block.
Sent backwards. Patterson and Lewis put it to set point for the Cardinals. McKendree had a 12-9 lead here in set two, and Ball State has been off and running ever since. Lucas Machado to try and put Ball State ahead 2-0. Quick set for the middle. Machado's ready for it. Scherer for Lewis, who's had the hot hand all second set, and that's how it ends. Lewis with his 9th kill, hitting over 300 through 2 sets, leads Ball State to a 25-20. So far, and away we go for set 3, and this one out. Nate Slater serving, 14 aces this season, is #1 on the roster. Pummels it out.
And some trading service errors from the setters, both with good serves. Both teams happy to see those guys not get another opportunity.
But then McKendree has to face Pat Rogers. Float. And then Rogers goes with a flame-throwing attack this time, and it's out.
He's had trouble connecting on that heavy topspin, so we'll see if he goes back to it. He's missed on that in every set. Had some success elsewhere, so we'll see how he goes the next time around.
Machado up for Basilio, rejected, and then Machado goes right back to Basilio and sent backwards again. McKendree, 3 players there.
No need. They get the stuff and send it back.
Trickles down. Ball State with the point. Puts Will Patterson on the line.
Pass and gets that tip. Basilio just unable to handle it. Falling away from it. Tripp does a nice job keeping that thing in the court. Giving McKendree the point and the serve back early in set 3.
Tripp, a 5-year Bearcat, red shirt last year. He's come back with authority this year as Lewis is stopped. Rogers for Machado, back to Lewis. And Machado, rather that's Basilio, cracks it down for a point.
Yeah, a couple chances there for Ball State. Basilio finds a way there at the end on that last overpass to get a ball. McKendree just not able to handle on that dig. You see McKendree early here getting some hands, block touches on this attack from Ball State and slowing it down, forcing them to play in some longer rallies.
Through the middle, this one off the mark from just as impressive as the next.
Got a nice job there. That one's a little different. That's off the first ball. Last couple have been off these kind of free ball opportunities that they pass tight. Perfect pass there. Machado throws that one down. Really nice job there.
Hard swing from the middle. They go back to Lively, who converts this time.
Lively with a good swing, stays off the net a little bit there, giving himself a nice window. Slater, as usual, finds that Basilio, tries to get a dig on it, but just too much. Gets a deflection into the stands. I said Hoskins really likes it. He's up on it, he saw it, but Machado with that left arm just inside the block. He gets another kill for the Cardinals.
Quick pop. Flater sends it back. Many reasons why Flater was the first-team All-MIVA pick last year and a second-team AVCA All-American. And now McKendree just continues to pour it in. Flater was the first player in McKendree history to pick up AVCA All-American second-team off the ball. Basilio the tap. Machado going right back to Rogers, who tools the block, and Pat Rogers starting to heat up. 5 kills on 14 swings. It has the last couple of Cardinals points.
You know, everybody talking about the Canadian hockey team with the Winter Olympics going on, but how about Will Basilio back there making a great defensive play for the Cardinals?
I mean, if digs by themselves were an Olympic sport, Basilio would be there today.
Be unbelievable. Be on that first line with McJesus and the rest of the crew, the Canadian hockey team.
And now
in this third set.
It's all task to keep him quiet for a whole match. McKendree, though, strikes back to pull it within 1.
How impressive have these middles been? I mean, they've been great. For a group that has not gotten a big part of the offense so far for McKendree, and they have come in and found ways to speed.
And again, it's been the talking point of the season for Ball State, but get to this section of the game, if it's tight, they have a knack for pulling away. But McKendree
going to be tough to get an offensive set out of. McKendree sides out quick.
Basilio off the top of the hands. 8 kills on 12 swings for Basilio, and hitting over 450. Basilio's season high is 11 kills. Go back to Basilio, the hot hand. Peter Zarowski saves it. Machado for Rogers. McKendree sets up trip of the swing through the triple block. McKendree can pull this within 1. And they do so from the middle again.
And you see the extended rally there. Both teams making some really nice defensive plays. McKendree ends up on the right side of that one. To get that free ball, Ball State just can't quite get a swing, and McKendree does what they need to do there to get the point and get back to the service line.
McKendree middles have almost half of their kills today. Basilio stopped up front. Blocks now. Machado, Savitsky Lind on the quick serve.
It's the ball with the ball shot. Savitsky Lind. That'll send Louis to the line. The baby giraffe.
Colorado to train with the U.S. Olympic Training Center as the topic of the Olympics are at the forefront. Hard to beat that type of experience. And his teammates Basilio and Savitsky Lind whack one back.
Now what a move there. Basilio all over that thing, stays home, but Braden closed as well. And
pivotal spot for the Bearcats. Bryce Wetjet on the line. Rogers the save, but to no avail. Machado for Lewis, who's having a great night. First to double-digit in kills with that touch. 15-14. Ball State looking for 8 straight wins and 7 straight sweeps. 10 points away from doing so as the Bearcats look to keep
the guy who plays with an incredible amount of energy, loves the game, and competes like crazy. So he's done a really nice job for Ball State. They've struggled to get a little bit of offense from Rogers. Lewis has picked that up. Help Ball State win these first 2 sets. Be right in it here in set 3.
Brings up Tyler Tripp to the line. Machado for Lewis to the opposite side. Lewis saves it, but it goes into the net. Sam Huskin with the touch. Long Savitsky Lind off of trip. Ouch.
Got through the chest there. Wears it.
A lot of MIVA coaches have sung the praises of Savitsky Lind, saying that he is one of the most underrated players, and he has a rare combination of being able to play offense in the middle the way that he does and play defense at the level he's able to.
Yeah, and he's one of the more versatile offensive guys probably in the country. I mean, he can legitimately play all three positions.
Loses this one into the net from Wynn. So Savitsky Lind may not have the 15, 20, 25 attempts on a night, but man, it's always 6 for 9, 7 for 10 in the efficiency. Last year, Savitsky Lind hit 420. 17 all in set 3. That's been the problem today for the Bearcats, the service errors. Both teams really, they're now a combined 27 errors on the line.
And you know, there is something to say about when you're playing it. Ball State passes the ball at a high level. They've got to balance up there. Kind of Ball State not able to sight out on that first ball, but just wide from Wet Gen, and Ball State gets out of that serving rotation.
Back row attack from Tritt. Scherer sends it high.
Flat. Find a good shot there off that triple block, but just unable on that one.
Machado to Basilio again, a tour of the block, and the Cardinals reclaim the lead.
Wet Gen all over it again, though. Basilio gets the better of him in that one. Gets the tool, and Ball State up 1 late in this third. The first one to 20, but a tight one.
25-19, 25-20 were the wins for Ball State earlier. And they just drop it down instead.
They do it. Credit Flater, you know, little misconnect with Flemick the one before, and they run behind on this one. He just dumps it down, and again, Coach Sandlin very much known for
looking to tie it. Ball State wants to extend it. Savitsky Lind swatted backwards. Basilio sets it for Lewis, who's rejected. Trip attacks. Another go for Ryan Lewis, and this time he does not miss.
What a battle there from both sides. So impressive. I mean, the way these teams have continued to battle, to dig balls, to find a way to keep these rallies alive and extend it. And Ryan Lewis.
Tripp with an excellent last couple of sets, with the last few points as well. Now the Bearcats can take the lead. Ball State's back to match point.
Yeah, goes for it. I like that. I mean, Tripp.
And McKendree plays it. Lewis falling down. Rogers, the tap. Can feel the anxiety ready to burst in Worthen, but that anxiety is going to hold a little bit longer. Nate Flater keeps this alive.
What a swing from the setter there. They go out of system. Takes a big, confident rip off the outside of that block. Ties it back up for McKendree. We're seeing Rogers got a couple opportunities there to finish it. Couldn't quite get the rhythm to get it done. So look for Ball State to try to side out quick here and not give McKendree a chance to do it.
Back and forth, extra points here at set 3 between a couple of ranked foes. Ball State looking for the sweep. McKendree trying to push it to a 4th set. And here's a timeout. Flater pounds one over. Extra points here at set 3. Patrick Rogers, too strong over top. Looks like he hit the back of Machado's head too as he tried to deliver the strike. And now Ball State takes the timeout. Both teams are out. Scherer for Machado. Patterson the touch. McKendree can send us to a fourth set here with the touch, and they do it! From the jaws of defeat, back to taking set 3. 28-26. Sam Hoskin, their leading attacker all season long, comes alive in set 3, and McKendree finds a way to send us to a fourth set. How about that for a ranked matchup of the third set? We'll change sides. Machado to serve it away again. Tripp runs it down. And Ball State has taken a 2-0 lead here in set 4.
And a nice job, Machado. Not a lot on that, but just right in between Hoskin and Diaz, and there's just a little bit of a miscommunication. Ball kind of gets shanked off, and Tripp trying to bring it back, but just a little bit too much on it, and McKendree unable to handle it.
Rogers the rise, Tripp the pop. Basilio couldn't dig it off the Terraflex. So Wetjen with the point.
A nice job by Wetjen just to kind of roll that over the top, but not a roll, sorry. Yeah, Ball State gonna want that one back. Wetjen didn't have a lot on it. Patterson and Lewis just unable to close that.
Electric, the end of that third set is. Both teams have to rally now and try to settle in. Ball State's won that early on. Tap home by Tripp.
Talked about it in that third set. He's done a lot for McKendree. Just so impressed with the way he plays volleyball and finds some space there in between that block, throws it down, and kind of trading back and forth here early in this set. Get a little bit of a touch. And
how many hands did that touch from McKendree? Down, Basilio back to work. This stop from Flater. Tripp again. Flater the tap. Back row, splash home, Patrick Rogers.
Unbelievable play early in that set. A lively smoke. Set that thing, or he can hit it on the second ball, and he does it there, finds some room. Gets the Cardinals out to a 3-point lead early in set 4.
Looking for more as Rogers hangs and passes to Lewis. And then the pummel home, Ryan Lewis.
And right on cue there, and Mike Alendalo only get.
Machado. Basilio whacks it up. Flater gives his team a chance. Rogers and Patterson team up. Basilio rocks it over. Great defense by both teams. Scherer with a dynamic save to set up an attack. Out to Tripp, who pummels it down. Well, timeout from McKendree's led to 2 straight points for the Bearcats.
Yeah, and Ryan Lewis leaves Machado out to dry there. Tripp goes 5-hole. Machado just unable to handle that one. And again, McKendree getting some momentum here. A couple nice serves by Wetjen.
Lively sends back to Rogers' touch, and McKendree's put together 3 straight points.
Little
getting away of it, that's what I'd say. There's a pocket of fans sitting courtside that just saw what fire looks like coming off of a volleyball. And now Tripp using some of that power on the serve. In the middle, Basilio the stop. He's had a fantastic defensive effort. But Lewis just had nowhere to go with it.
Yeah, silly air. Lewis gonna want that one back. Just, that's a tough one. It's kind of backpedaling, but you've got to find a way. Point for McKendree.
Rogers the tool of the block. And Rogers now up to 10 kills. Back to Hoskin. Long run for Flater.
Options. Get Patterson that gap and then run. Basilio on that pick. Really nice option to get Ball State a point, but Savitsky-Lin missing that serve. Giving the ball back to a weapon for McKendree from the service line, Nate Flater.
Rogers, the tap. Flater sends it up high. Diaz the save. Machado for Patterson. The adjustment midair.
A really nice job. Sure lays that thing in on that deflection high off the Ball State block, and Machado finds.
Scherer again bends to give Ball State a chance offensively that they take full advantage of.
And what a job by Scherer here. Just all over the place, giving Ball State the opportunity to be able to get back in their offense.
Did they put a contact in him?
No,
or did
I
he
don't
just
think
say
so.
go on?
I think he's just playing without it.
This one just outside. Ball State with an 8-point lead, which is the largest either team has had in any given moment of this.
Going here a little bit. They try to close this gap in set 4.
Hoskin, the first to 10 kills for McKendree's offense tonight, as Machado goes Basilio. Rejected. A big block. Trip. Scherer the save. There's a tool of the block from Bryce Wetjen.
Yeah, good swing there, gets it off.
Was batted around several times by both units. And a trickle home from Wetjen.
Wetjen getting going a little bit there.
Got to go with the speed skating.
Speed skating's great. Super pipe's great.
Yeah.
Go long.
20-12 here in set 4. Lively, the touch home in front of Machado.
Lively finding some space there, just kind of throws it back towards Machado, just unable to get under that and make the play.
Machado to Rogers outside, and Lively swats it back. 103 blocks a season ago, was third most in program single season history.
Send it back.
Machado for Rogers again. Basilio, 12 kills and hitting over 300, and McKendree with the response. Right through the middle with Roland Lively, who's having a great night. 9 kills, 13 swings, hitting almost 600, and 3 blocks to go with it.
Been really, really good. He's just found ways to score. He's been up quick, and certainly credit to Flater for getting him the ball, but I've been really impressed with Lively offensively so far.
Ryan Lewis screaming through the air for a point. Quick touch, Scherer's there though. Lewis smacks it, tipped around, just gets over the net. Machado sets it up and puts it down in the middle.
Great play there. Victor Scherer again with a dig to keep that rally alive the point before, and then Savitsky-Lin handles that overpass, and Machado gives it right back to him on that quick, and Ball State 2 points away from closing this one out.
Lewis tries to do it on the defeat, straight wins. And the block sends Ball State to 11-1 and 3-0 to start MIVA play. An electric top 12 matchup sees the number 9 Cardinals win it in 4.